Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to a Legends Event 2023 guide. We're going to be going over lots of things. I've updated the side quest, well, the August event meta, whatever it is, spreadsheet. You can check out, link in the description. It looks a little bit like this. We're going to break this down a little bit more, but as I said, if you want the visual look of it, like an infographic type version of it, go and check out the link in the description. But we're going to go over in this video all of the things: 7-hour crystal, arena, solo event, a little bit of the challenge, and also some extra things. Like, did you know that Kabam are giving us 630 units for free? Yes, you've got to grind for it, but the point is that you're not spending any money. That's what I mean, it's for free. When I say it's free, I think a lot of people get that. Whenever I say like, oh, units for free, it's because you're not spending money, because that works, isn't it? You know. So the first tip is all about preparing to get the crystal. What crystal? This crystal. This Legend Celebration crystal is going to be one of the most spiciest crystals you can get. Based on my sums and information, there is 336 hours in 2 weeks of the crystal being in operation. 336 divided by 7, so obviously divided by 7 hours, is 48 crystals. So there's 48 crystals you can theoretically get during this time frame. And as I've said right there, it's all about setting some alarms. So one thing that I kind of mentioned last year, which a lot of people have mentioned in the Discord, and it's something that I'm kind of like, you know, I champion, is setting alarms. So I've just set, well, normally my 7:30 kind of wake up alarm is there. I've got my 2:30 alarm there, and I'm just going to add in my, what was the time? 9:30. Yes, right, my 9:30 alarm. Which the reason I've done it this way is that I just don't want to be disturbed during kind of key things. So yeah, it's all about kind of adding in those alarms. Those have been set now and they're ready to go. So it just means that there's you know, at least like during these 2 weeks that I've got ample opportunity to get a good chunk of these Legend Celebration crystals, which I do emphasize it is going to be like more units for players. It could be more spicy things. You could even get 7-star. You could get revives that could help you out with the challenge if you're finding it difficult. So many things. You could reinvest those units, those revives and health potions, into other events and other things you want to do. Could be really good. The next tip is all about getting as many points as possible for your event. This is going to be very important for players because the Legend Celebration solo event, depending on where you are in the game, is going to have right at the very bottom the badge, the Legend Celebration token, sorry, not badge, token, which is going to be helpful to buy the selector, the 7-star selector. We're going to be covering some of the champions you get in the selector and kind of going like which one is the best one to choose if you are thinking, which is difficult to say, hey, choose this champion, because each to their own. Thing is, a lot of people like to kind of like not be MCOC Andes, but they kind of look to tell people what to kind of rank up and what to grab and what to select. At the end of the day, it's always best to select something that's going to make a change. If you think a defensive champion is an option, go down that route. If it's going to be a good attacking option, go that route. If it looks like there's a lot of damage with a champion on offensive options, Red Goblin, whatever, then choose that particular champion. But in any case, I digress. You need 100,000 points in order to get all this, assuming everybody's got 100,000 points they need to get. How does this break down? Well, you've got to go and do arena. Now, the problem with arena is that you get 2,000 points for using a 1-star. You get 500 points if you use a 2-star. Information can be seen right here. So if you take that 100,000 points and you divide it by 500 points from 2 stars, you get 200 fights. You've got to do 200 fights with 2 stars, right? That can be seen a bit much, but also it could be seen as fine. Or it is 50 times 1-star fights, so you have to fight 50 times. As this particular event is on for 2 weeks, it's kind of saying like, okay, well, if you break that down into per days, that's 14 days. 14 divided by what, like 50? I've got to do the maths, haven't I? It's staring me in the face. I've got to do the math for it. Okay, so you probably worked it out. 50 divided by 14. So you've got to do 3.5 to maybe 4 1-star fights a day. That's fine. That's fine. 200 divided by 14. So if we got 2 stars, it's 14 fights per day. Just over 14 fights. So saying like, okay, it's 15 fights. Say it's 15 fights. Oh, whoop-de-doo, 15 2-star fights a day. But if you've got 1 stars, and of course, That's a lot less over 14 days, which is great because I think Kabam have buffed this from last year, because last year it used to be like 7 days. So that's a lot. So I think this is a lot better than you might think. I will add that when I'm going to re-upload this. I've just uploaded this, so I'm going to re-upload something just with that little kind of like note to say there, you know, it works out of this amount a day. Now, sticking with Arena, best ways to deal with the celebration event. As we said, it's best to use those 1 stars in a very kind of like slow process. And of course, it's going to help. Please use this as an opportunity if you have the 6-star celebration event to do it, or 6-star celebration arena to do it, because you get units. Throughout the totals of looking at the units, you will have an opportunity of 140 units. So use this as an opportunity. One top tip that I would say for this one is look at your objectives. Now I'm going to do a separate video on the objective, just with some other methods that are questing orientated. But if you've got the 2016 and respectively 2017 next week Legends objective, then you can double up on this, double bubble. And one thing I would recommend is this saves energy by doing this. Doing Arena saves energy. It's a no-brainer. Use that energy to do the challenge, which we'll talk about in a minute, and some top teams that players are using for it. But I would say that if you're doing the 6-star celebration or the lower one, it's just when you kind of look to set up your teams, like here, is to click there, is to click down to filter. I think it's already sorted with 2016, to be honest. Yeah, it is right now. But just click add tags, and then, you know, click on 2016 or 2017. 2016 is this week, 2017 is next week. So yeah, use that as an opportunity and take those champions in. Do some battling. If you lose, that's fine. Just re-go again. If you lose, that's fine. Just go like, right, fine. Well, I've lost my streak. Whoop-de-doo. That's fine. Just go back in and do it again. Even though it's going to be important to kind of go up further, I do bear in mind the quicker you get the objective done and also you do the 1-star side of things, it just means that 1-stars are going to be easier to defeat the lowers than they would do with the highest. So I'm saying, like, if you've got 2 stars and they're like, you know, like there, like you're going to have maxed champions you're going up against with 1-stars. Your 1-stars may not be as powerful. It may be quite boring. So I think it'd be more common and actually quite good process to just kill off your streak, start with easier fights, and then build up by that means, but triggering off to getting the objective done, and also at the same time doubling up. And that's the thing, doubling up on or maybe tripling up as well. Tripling up if you're using certain champions for team, I think it's team player. No, so it's going it solo. But definitely for the Legend Celebration solo event, which, as we've seen, requires you to get 2,000 points from doing a 1-star. So make it easy. Make it an easy fight for yourself. And the final few things to go over. First of all, there's a Halls of events that are coming at the moment. Halls of Glories on at the moment. This gives ISO. So again, up to you, like how you want to kind of like, you know, smash this out and grab it. I would also recommend when Halls of Healing comes up, auto fight through it, because it's 3 revives and 3 free health potions, excuse me, and that's good. You need those things for different content. And as well, look to like when you go into your brutal DLX challenge. Now what I did was I did go into this and do the proven side of things, but it is very much important how you set up your roster. Now I'm sure people would disagree with that. Look, this is only this content by the time I get this video out, which maybe just after 8:30 PM in the UK. A lot of people are already gone into it, already kind of like set up their own kind of like teams, champions, and whatnot. There is where is it? There's people have already used similar like teams right now. Some people said they used Quake. Other people have said like, you know, team wise, Archangel for Winter Soldier, Captain Infinity War for Jugs, Hulkling for Vision, Scorpion, and set up like that. That's the team this player set up with. Yeah, there's some other things as well. Archangel, people are saying they're bringing Archangel. Hulkling is great for Vision. I'll probably just Hercules everything, and a lot of people said they use Hercules. Someone's saying they're using Hercules, Scorpion, Magneto. I just think there's Magneto. Oh, will Magneto work against Wolverine as well? The thing is, there could be certain champions that are working for a lot of things. Hercules, so they just need Hercules for Winter Soldier, Hercules for Jugs, Doom for Vision, Hercules for Witch, Nimrod for Wolverine. I know it's hilarious. So yeah, like I'm sure that a lot of people come up with a lot of combinations. Ronin for Winter Soldier and Vision, whoever you want for Infamous Iron Man, or Crossbones for Scarlet Witch, no crits. Warlock for Wolverine. So look, there's going to be tons of different options that people are using. We'll probably cover some stuff on the channel, but as I said, like, you know, I've still got like a few videos that I need to make first off before kind of like delving into it. I've done a little bit of delving into it, but yeah, I think I need to kind of like get some ideas of teams. I don't really want to say, oh, just use Hercules, because it's just not cool anymore. And that's really it. That's all that we need to cover on this one, except for please make sure to grind this event. This event is going to be fantastic for you, even though it's only here for 2 weeks. And there's a lot of stuff on in MCOC at the moment. It's important to smash out a lot of this content because it's just the free units. You know, I did a quick calculation, which is actually in like the bottom right hand corner of my my spreadsheet that I did for this. And yeah, just noticing that if you go and do the Brutal DLX challenge and all the solo event and the 6-star arena, all the difficulties, you get 630 units. It's a no-brainer to kind of like go and smash this out. So yeah, please go and do it. Please use this as an opportunity, and especially if you're looking to get the Legends token, which is going to be important to do. You got to do the challenge. The challenge is important, the solo event, and I think it's in the arena as a last milestone. No, it's calendar, of course. The calendar is the final thing. So yeah, check out that spicy calendar. That calendar is amazing, by the way, which you can see on screen around about now. Yeah, so that's the Paragon one. It's really, really nice. And yeah, I just want to say thanks to Kabam for this event. Honestly, if you compare this against what we got last year, this is just like a 10, where last year's was like a 5. Like, it's just a massive just buff up on it. But in any case, that's been a video. Hope you enjoy it. Check out the link in the description. Check out some other content located on screen. And have a lovely day. See you all soon. Bye-bye.